Hello Aries, welcome to your October reading. Thank you for those of you who are returning to my channel, have watched me in the past. I really appreciate it. I know I'm bad with the long breaks, but happy to do this reading today for October. So I'm going to start out and I'm going to get some background between you and the person on your mind. This is going to be a love-focused reading. Going to focus on you and the person on your mind. I'm going to get some background, look at some roadblocks, and then we're going to go into each of you, into how you're both feeling. Give some advice, and we'll go through all signs at the end if you want a message for you in a particular sign. Okay, so Aries, what's going on between you and the person on your mind? Hierophant in reverse. Conflicting ideas, conflicting ideologies. I don't know. I feel like you guys have different worldviews at this point, is what I'm getting. Could be other people as well influencing. Justice and Star. Okay, so definitely took a turn. I feel like although you guys don't make sense on paper, maybe this isn't the type of person that you usually go for, or vice versa with them. Something about it is working. Something about it is like balancing, which is interesting. I said like there's conflicting worldviews, but at the same time with Justice, it's almost like you guys balance each other out. The Star card, I feel like there's objectively, maybe from other people's perspective or within both of you individually, I feel like there's hope that this will work out despite that. You guys work really well together. With a lot of my readings, it's sometimes like there's some negative stuff that comes out, which we'll see. I don't want to say negative, but like less than optimal stuff that comes out. But from right now, Aries, from what I see, I think you guys both recognize like this is a different person than I usually go for. This is a different, this person has a different background than I usually go for or have dealt with in the past, but something about it is working. And Three of Pentacles, again, another card of like working together in a very harmonious way. King of Pentacles in reverse. Could be dealing with a Taurus. I'm also getting Libra, Aquarius, or like Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, like I said. Maybe this is where the Hierophant in reverse is coming in. It's like when you guys work by balancing each other out and not focusing on the differences between you guys. I think it could be relating to finances, or maybe this person that you're dealing with like doesn't have their life together, and that's something that's a little off-putting to you, or maybe this person is going through something financially, or you are, or whatever the case may be. I feel like there's just something, maybe that's the thing that's not working. Sorry for the pause there, but I feel like with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it may be the case that this person's like foundation isn't very strong. Maybe they've had a hard life. Maybe they're kind of out of don't really have a lot of stability right now is what I'm getting, and I think that could be a problem. Nothing too negative though. I'm not seeing any throughout October. I'm not seeing like blocks in communication or fighting or anything like that, but I'm just thinking that like either you or this person is kind of thinking like we work, but there's some other factors going on right now. All right, let's get to you. What are you feeling, Aries, throughout the month of October? What's going on with you? Frustrated by things not moving forward in the way that you want. The Eight of Wands in reverse could be dealing with a fire sign, or just you want that passion. You want that like, who cares if like this is going on in your life or this is going on in my life? Like, let's just like make it work. I feel like you're kind of getting that impatience sort of. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like maybe you're in a place, Aries, where you're like, I'm willing to make a change in my life, or I have made a change in my life with the Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't know why this came to mind. It could be also like long distance between the two of you, and you're like, oh, I am fine, you know, moving. I'm fine visiting you. I'm fine making moves in that way, but yeah, Aries, I'm getting this very, very fire-driven energy here, which is, you know, I love Aries for that. Like, every Aries I've ever known is like, I'm not gonna sit around and, you know, hope for something. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna go do it, you know. Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles. I don't know why there's a lot of, either you're dealing with an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, or there's like a lot of money things going on right now. Five of Pentacles, you may have just had like some sort of loss in your life is also what I'm getting. Could also mean like you're grieving something that happened, either between the two of you or something totally unrelated. Sorry, my cards got all mixed up. Interesting. I'm getting the Star card in reverse. Why am I getting the Star card in reverse? I don't know. Why am I feeling like you're kind of giving up hope that you're going to have this really healthy life? This could be totally unrelated to this person or with this person. I don't know why stability is really, really coming to mind. It could be mental stability, physical, you know, health, financial. I'm kind of leaning towards like career and money. But for you, Aries, related to this person or not, I'm getting you giving up hope that like you're going to have this prosperous life that you want for yourself, which I don't think is true, Aries. I'm seeing that you're willing to really get stuff done in that way, but you know, happens to the best of us. Let's pull some oracle cards and some advice for you. Strength and resilience. Maybe kind of lean into that Aries energy right now, of I can get through this. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to, you know, I have the strength to do this. Instead of kind of giving up hope, like I was saying, or kind of like feeling like things aren't going to work out for you. Maybe some advice for you as well. Continue to, it says follow your dreams. I feel like this is maybe more about you and less about this connection. But I'm getting follow your dreams and meditation for clarity. Doesn't mean you have to like actually meditate, but it could just mean try your best to kind of block out those types of thoughts and that sort of self-doubt that maybe is creeping in during this time. It doesn't mean you have to like push it away or ignore it, but this is something that like I like to do and I know works for other people, is maybe question those thoughts. Like when you have that feeling of like things will never work out for me because they never do, and they haven't in the past, or I'm not good enough to do this thing that I want to do, or I'm not good enough for this relationship, and just question yourself and say, why do I think that? What comes to mind as well when you start to think, go down that road, follow it through and think, oh, is it because this person said to me that I wouldn't? Is it because this person treated me like this? Is it because of, you know, something that happened to me years ago? Like what is triggering those thoughts, you know? Any more advice that we have for Aries from the oracle decks? There's a lot. All of these oracle decks, it's so funny like when this happens, but all of these oracle deck messages are basically like, don't give up hope, like over and over again. So believe in the impossible. It doesn't even mean it has to be like actually impossible or it's not logical. It just means like if you have convinced yourself that you having money, you having stability is something that's impossible, like question that, you know? All right, let's get to what your person is feeling. How is Aries person feeling? Six of Pentacles. Why are all these Pentacle things coming out? Someone tell me if this is like making sense to you. Six of Pentacles, this person is either investing their time into work, investing their time into you, or both. I don't see this as being like a negative thing, but maybe they are really thinking right now about how's the best way to spend my time to get myself out of this situation that I'm in currently. King of Wands in reverse. They're not really leaning into, this is kind of what I was getting before, they're not thinking with their heart, or they're not thinking with like doing those impulsive or fast-paced decisions. I feel like they're really thinking logically right now, maybe taking things slow, which is something I saw with you in your reading, is maybe impatience or wondering like, why aren't things getting off the ground in this aspect of, you know, this connection or this relationship or whatever. But I think they're thinking really practically, not like following those urges that they may have, taking things slow. King and Queen of Wands both in reverse. Aries, I feel like that's kind of going against your nature. Like, fire signs in general, Aries, we like to just do things. We don't really like to sit there and really plan to a super long extent of like, let me plan every detail of how this is going to work, or let me take my time and let, you know, I feel like this person is a completely different mindset when it comes to this connection. There could be also problems with communication, but I feel like it's more so like that passion, that fire, that let's just go do this. Let's just do this even if it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think that this person is in that place. And maybe that's what I was talking about before with like you guys being opposites, or you guys having the opposite ways of doing things. Three of Wands in reverse. Getting a lot of wands, a lot of fire energy from this person. They could also be a fire sign, or maybe they're just really, and all the wands are in reverse. They're just really opposite to you. The Hierophant. Okay, I'm going to clarify why the Three of Wands is in reverse here. Again, the Hierophant is coming out in their reading, so maybe they are more focused on the differences between you two, or the distance between you two, whatever the case may be. They're more focused on that than you are. Because I see you, Aries, kind of being like, I don't care, let's make this work, let's do this. And they're kind of like hesitant. Another Wands in reverse when I'm clarifying the Three of Wands in reverse. Sorry, I didn't really show that very well, but this is the Six of Wands in reverse. Aries, I feel like they're kind of concerned about, there's a lot of messages coming out about other people or the way that you guys look together. I don't know why that came to mind. I don't mean that in a mean way, but like they're very focused on other people's opinions, what makes sense for them in like the public eye, or what makes sense for their life. And I feel like that's the thing that kind of makes them lose. I want to say like lose optimism that this will work long term. It's weird because I see them being they're not focused on the now. I feel like they're very focused on like that, you know, people that are like my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan. Like, I don't know why that's coming to mind with this person, but I feel like they're very focused on like what makes sense for me long term. Like, sure, I really care about this Aries. Sure, we have so much fun when we're together. We really balance each other out. It feels really great. But for some reason, I think maybe what's kind of like the roadblock, or what's stopping them from really just doing it with you, like commitment or marriage or moving in together or moving near each other, like whatever the case may be, is like, is this long-term thinking? Maybe, I don't know why I'm getting a lot of like long distance, but maybe it doesn't make sense for them practically to leave. Maybe it doesn't make sense for them to make some sort of change to their life when it comes to being with you. Take that as it resonates, because I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of other people here. Let's pull some oracle cards for how this person is feeling. I hope that makes sense. I feel like It was a little confusing, so I hope that made sense. I don't know why this came to mind, Aries, but have you ever thought about this person and thought like, I don't really make sense in this person's world. I'm not really into the things that they're into. Like, does this make sense? I feel like they're kind of thinking the same thing. Like, maybe there's some intimidation around that. Okay, so for them, I got it's time to release negativity. So I think that, like, maybe they have those kind of thoughts right now. It's like, how do I release this, these negative thoughts about myself or, like, me in this Aries long term? All right, so I'm busy with work right now. It requires my attention. They could be very focused on work, which is why all those pentacles were there. Practical side of things. And I'm also getting, I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. Maybe there's something that's kind of like the elephant in the room when it comes to you guys, and they're confused about like, where's this going? What's happening? Yeah, this is the kind of the message I was getting in the beginning, where it's like my life is not as together as it seems. So I feel like this person maybe is like, my life is a mess right now and I need to focus on like work. I need to focus on whatever the case may be, school. I don't know. Like, I need to focus on something that's very important to them in order to get my life together. And I think that they see maybe a relationship as being stopping them from making progress in that way. I don't know why that came to mind. Like, they're like, if I spend all my time, you know, in a relationship, then I'm not going to get these things done that I need to get done. Or if I spend 3 days a week with this Aries, then that's 3 days away from my work. Like, that type of very practical mindset. Okay, what's the outcome between these two? Like, a little bit past October, what are we looking at? For those of you that are long distance, this is definitely your reading, but it could mean like change as well. It doesn't have to mean actual distance. It could be like emotional distance. But Six of Swords is like my traveling card in Strength in reverse. Why is Strength in reverse for the outcome? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting the same message over and over again. They don't feel like they're strong. I don't know. I don't think they think that they're good enough for you. I don't think that they think that they have their life together enough to really give the commitment that you want. Like, it's like you are thinking or saying, I don't care if it's not together right now. I just want to like make this work and be with you. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from you, Aries, where it's like, or maybe that was you in the past. It's like, I don't care about these little details. Like, I just want to spend time with you, be with you. But then this person is like, I'm not good enough for you. Let me get my life together. Or maybe even unrelated to you. Like, I don't feel like I have my life together right now. Again, same message. I don't think that that's going to be something that's like magically gone in October. I think it'll continue. But I'm also getting the Six of Swords. So I feel like there may be like the start of some change, or you guys might spend more time together, see each other, fly out to each other, that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to go through all signs, Aries through Pisces. I'm just going to shuffle and then pull each card from the deck. If you weren't relating to that main story, or maybe like a little bit, we can go into the specifics with each sign. This could be their sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. And it doesn't have to be like romantic. It could just be like anyone in your life, but I'm focusing on romantic. If you're dealing with another Aries, I'm getting the Two of Swords. This Aries is like impatient, which is what I got for your reading earlier. They could be impatient, and they could also be not thinking clearly right now. I don't know why this comes to mind. They could also like be unsure of what they want to do. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles. Very different from the main reading. I feel like you check all of this Taurus's boxes. They're actually really excited about like long term, or they're thinking long term with you. Like, they're thinking like marriage and stuff is what I'm getting. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Justice card again, I feel like you and this Gemini really balance each other out. You could also be hearing something that makes you feel at ease from this Gemini in October. If you're dealing with a Cancer, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I feel like luck isn't really on your side or this Cancer side. It could mean that something has happened in this Cancer's life that kind of is making them changed everything in their life is what I'm getting. Could also mean, I don't know why this came to mind. It's not necessarily this card, but like they're not very stable, and I feel like their luck isn't really on their side right now. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you're dealing with a Leo, Queen of Wands in the upright, which is different than the message I was getting before. With a Leo, I feel like you and this Leo are going to have really honest communication, a lot of passion. I feel like it's a good month for you in October. Or they're wanting to feel that way, like they're wanting to have that kind of dynamic with you. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Six of Wands, similar to the general message, I feel like this Virgo is very focused on like other people's opinions. They could also be talking about you to other people. I don't know. I'm getting this sense of other people, or they could really look up to you and like what you've accomplished in your life. I know those are very different messages, but I always just try to say what comes to mind. If you're dealing with a Libra, I'm getting the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like this. Oh God, I'm so tired of this Hierophant coming out. This Libra you're very different from this Libra. And they notice that. Very similar to the general message. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, I'm getting the Three of Wands. I feel like they're long-term planning. Again, the Scorpio's long-term planning with you. I feel like they're pretty optimistic, but I think they're thinking long-term with you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, King of Wands, it's funny because both the fire signs so far, Aries and Sagittarius, Leo and Sagittarius, I'm getting the same message, which is like they want to communicate with you. They want to, they don't really care about the other factors, and they want to just make things work with you. You could be seeing like a lot of communication from this Sagittarius in October. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I'm getting the Nine of Swords. This Capricorn has a lot of anxiety, and I feel like they're really overthinking things right now. If you're dealing with Aquarius, Four Swords, I feel like this Aquarius is kind of at peace with how things are right now. So whatever that means to you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, this Pisces either wants your forgiveness or is kind of moving past the heartbreak of it all. Could be both. Yeah, so that's what I got for you guys for October. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.